All right, test. It is Sunday, 14 January, 10:56 local, 16:56 Zulu. 2992 set in both altimeters. We got the Garmin probe installed on the left wing. We got a good camera. We have a good boom. Climbing to 6,000 feet of pressure altitude. Going to do some beta testing. And we're going to slow down to a on-speed indicated airspeed condition. Let's turn the volume down so we don't go deaf doing this. And we're going to set up some slip conditions both left and right. And once we're stabilized on condition in the descent, trim, flap 0. All right, 16:56, 46, 7 degrees Charlie, 29.7 on board, Skull 360. There's our condition. We're gonna just use the old round dial here because it's easy to see. It's set up in our glide condition. Gonna be 75-ish indicated on the old round dial, 65 on the tube. Showing about 70 on the V2. All right. So we're gonna lock this in. And we're gonna apply our slip condition as we pass 55 indicated. And aileron to hold the heading. We're going to see how repeatable this is. First condition will be full left rudder and right aileron. All right, squeeze in the left rudder and right aileron. A lot of heading change there. Wow, okay, holding the heading, holding the indicated airspeed. Bit of a buck, standby data mark passing 5. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001, 2, 3, 4, 1005. All right, terminate. Let's go back up. All right, 16:58, 26, 7 degrees Charlie, 29.7 on board. Good camera, good boom. Climbing to 6. Going 360. Do one more of those to the left. Nominal 168. Carb throat's good, 71 degrees today. Partial power climb. Air stable. And winds aloft show 259 and 11.
Number 6930 Charlie, head on approach.
There's our speed condition.
Approach runway 32.
It's going 360. Trimming. Power's coming back to idle. Adjusting pitch. And we're full nose up trim. Let's adjust our pitch. And heading, there's our indicated airspeed condition. And stable in the glide. Should get a data mark in the glide. All right, 1,735 seconds, 7 degrees Charlie, 29.5. Let's get a data mark in the glide. 3,
Number 711 Juliet Foxtrot, on approach.
Data mark.
Altimeter 3021.
We got our glide data, and now we're going to go ahead and apply our our rudder. Expect about 30 degrees of heading change or so in here, maybe a little less. Our indicated airspeed condition on the round dial. There's full rudder. Wait for the aileron to take effect. There's a stable heading. Okay. Some visual references for that. Waiting on our 5,000 foot cut. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Okay, that was really interesting. Let's hold this 5 seconds. And terminate. Let's get another one of those. Let's come right to heading a 180 for the airspace here. It is 17:01:43, 7 degrees Charlie, 29.5 on board. The thing we might be able to do, Terry, is just a full rudder deflection stall. See where that gets us. All right, out of 5 for 6. Let's roll out here momentarily, heading 090. Really nice having the EFIS back. And we got a good camera, we got a good boom. Going on speed horsepower climb here. Oil's looking good at 167. Carburetor rate's holding steady, 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Eglin wind 090 at 4 on the surface. Smoke shows calm. Relatively light up here at altitude. Perfect winter day. All right, a little bit of a retina burn rolling out here and heading a 180. And we may just come right to heading a 270 for the test, just to get the sun out of our eyes. It'll help with the airspace though. And time now 17:03:20, 8 degrees Charlie, 29.3. Let's just start an easy right turn here to heading a 270 just to get the sun out of the field of view. And we'll get set up for another left. Side slip this time. We'll also get data in the descent. So we can compare the two data marks with each other. And there's our 6,000 feet. There's our airspeed condition. Just our pitch and our trim. Go full nose up trim, so that's always the same. There's our airspeed condition on a heading at 270 now. We'll stabilize in the glide, we'll get a data mark, and then we'll apply our slip condition. All right, 17:04, 17.7 Charlie, 29.2. Airspeed's off a little bit, we'll fix that. All right, standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
On speed disabled. On speed enabled.
3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, looking good. Getting our glide data. All right, coming up on 5,500 feet pressure altitude now. All right, applying left rudder, right aileron to full rudder condition. Airspeed. All right, there's full left rudder. And looking good. Airplane is stabilizing, 250 feet to go to our data mark. Airplane is stable. Heading is stable. 17:05:10, 7 Charlie, 29.2. Airspeed good. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay, good test point. And knock it off, knock it off. Let's go back up. Start an easy left turn to heading a 090. Let's repeat that. Kind of developing the technique as we're going along here. This is just a super coarse look. How the two probes behave with that much beta, and we should be able to generate close to 15 to 20 degrees with a rudder.
Number 24, Victor Echo, Egland approach, the Egland altimeter 3021.
And out of 5.2 for
Number
6.
601, Papa, Egland approach, the Egland altimeter 3021.
17:06:15, 8 degrees Charlie, 29.1 on board, but airborne 18 minutes, 51 seconds.
Number
Left
30
tank
Charlie, descendant pilot's discretion, maintain 4,000. Blue Streak 5554, Egland departure, radar contact, climb will maintain 10,000. Turn left heading 040, vector for your climb.
All right, steady up, heading 09:017:06.
Number 180, Alpha November, Egland approach.
8 Charlie, 29 gallons on board, oil's nominal 174.
Number 0 Alpha November, the Egland altimeter 3021.
Partial power climb on speed. Actually slightly fast. Approaching 6,000 feet. This will be one more test to the left. Kind of pooched up that glide data mark last time. We'll get some tests to the right.
November 30 Charlie, Destin's now landing runway 14, so expect a visual approach runway 14.
All right, power's back. Pitch. And trim. This full nose up trim condition, standby airspeed condition. All right, there's our airspeed condition in the glide, looking good. All right, time now, 17:07:32. 8 Charlie, 29 gallons on board. All right, glide conditions looking good. Stand by, we'll get our glide data mark. Hold the heading steady back. All right, 17:07:59.
Star 2318, contact Pensacola approach 119.40.
2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, there's a glide. Coming up on our 5,500 foot altitude reference.
November 30 Charlie, turn 10 degrees to the right, vector for visual approach.
All right, left rudder is coming in. Right aileron is being applied. Nose is slowing left. There's our change in alpha. Holding reference airspeed. On the heading, stabilized heading is stable. 17:08:40. 8 degrees Charlie. 29 gallons. 100 feet to reference. Visual. Data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001. 2002. 2003. 2004. 2005. All right. Test complete. And easy rudder. Airspace is good. Let's go back up. Let's start practicing those to the right. I expect due to power
5554, contact Jacksonville Center 120.2.
And oil's warm up nicely at 173. Carb throat 72. Stable.
2020 for Blue Streak 5554.
Engine's nominal. We got a good boom. We got a good camera. Let's just roll out heading 180 here momentarily. All right, we're sculling 270 at 17:10:35, 8 degrees Charlie, 28.8 on board. And we're going to get set up to reverse this process, so that means I'm going to push my right foot. This is my right foot back. All right, there's your 6,000 feet. And let's go ahead and slow her down here. She's back. Full nose up trim. There's our pitch. Getting established in our glide condition. 75 for our initial reference. See how it behaves as we apply rudder. At about 7 degrees of pitch or so in here. And there's our glide condition. All right, nominal at 17, 11,
Romeo,
15.
Egmont approach, the Egmont altimeter 3021.
7 degrees Charlie, 28.7 on board. And this may prove to be completely fruitless, but what the heck. It's a nice day, it's worth a try. All right, all our speeds are looking good. And approaching our glide data point in 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, glide data.
Number 30 Charlie, IFR cancellation received. Can proceed direct flight point 10 destined. Just
right
when you have destined in sight.
rudder and left aileron. To establish our slip condition. Obtaining pitch, adjusting airspeed slightly. Like a 2-knot drop there. All right, working it, getting back to our 75 indicated. There it is. All right, heading is stable. Approaching test altitude in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Data mark.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. All right, good run. Easing the rudder out. And ball centered. Back up we go. A few more of those to the right. A good camera. We got a good boom. We've been airborne 25 minutes, 28 seconds. And left tank is feeding. All right, partial power climb back to 6,000 feet. All right, we'll hit this one on a heading at 270. Time now 17, 14, 16. 7 degrees Charlie, 28.5 on board. There's our 6,000 foot reference altitude. All right, pitch and trim, establishing our glide condition. Slowing to 75 indicated on the standby. And there we are, heading is stable. All right, glide condition is stable. Standby reference altitudes.
Number 1 Juliet Foxtrot, contact Kendall approach 125.
This is my right foot. This is my other
Number 30 Charlie, traffic 10 o'clock in 5 miles, typing altitude unknown.
All right, looking good. Stand by, glide condition data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, looking good. Good data. All right, approaching our 5,500 foot reference. 5,500 foot pressure altitude. Right rudder is coming in. Aileron is
and number 30
moving.
Charlie, destined executives 12 to 1 o'clock and 8 miles.
Airspeed stable. Pitch stable.
Number 30 Charlie, contact destined tower. See you.
All right, there is the right rudder stop. Right rudder is stopped. There's our condition looking good. Standby altitude at 17, 15, 45, 7 Charlie, 28.5 left feed. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good run.
Columbia 814
Easing the
Hotel
rudder
Hotel,
out.
is going to departure ident, stay altitude.
Coming back up. All right, let's head back up 6,000 feet. These are an easy turn to heading a 090. We'll get a couple more of those.
Columbia 4 Hotel Hotel, radar contact 1 mile southeast of Destin, climb and maintain 1000, clear dark piston and on course.
Yeah, we got a good camera. We got a good boom. We're in airborne 29 minutes, 13 seconds. Left tank feed. Partial power climb, oil's good, nominal 165. Carb throat 74. Block is warming up just a little bit. CHTs and EGTs are all nominal. Engine's nominal. All right. And nice easy climb and turn to heading at 090 at 17 even. 7 degrees Charlie. 28.4 on board.
Columbia 4 Hotel Hotel, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles, maneuvering Skyhawk 3000 VFR. Cathay 30, traffic currently at 2 to 3 o'clock and 4 miles eastbound, Columbia 1800, climbing.
Okay, this will be another right rudder deflection. This is my right foot.
Sky 4, Victor Echo, contact Destin Tower 118.45 for your
And there's
transition.
6,000 feet rolling out and hanging at 090. Power is coming back. We'll get set up for a glide condition here. Reference 090, full nose up trim pitch and trim. There's our 7 degrees. Nominal. All right, standby airspeed. All right, on speed condition. And by that I mean it's 75 indicated on the standby, 66 indicated on the EFIS, and 69 indicated on the E3 rather. All right, airspeed's looking good. Glide's good. Stable. Standby glide hack. Ball centered. Heading stable. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, stand by for our next reference. All right, there's our reference. And applying right rudder, left aileron, nose slew right. Airspeed, pitch. Okay, there we go. And stabilizing in a full right rudder condition. Rudder's on the stop. Speed's good. Standing by for data or test altitude at 17, 19, 27. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001, 2, 1003, 1004, 1005. All right, a little bit of a slow trend in there. Not bad. We got another one. Rudder's coming out. And unsqueezing the right rudder. Power's coming in. Nose is coming up. Trim's coming forward. Partial power climb on a heading of 090 at 17:20:01. 9 degrees Charlie, 28.2. Oil's nominal 165. Block is good at 74 degrees. All right, winds aloft remain 211.21. 5 for 6. This will be another right. This is right rudder right over here back. The right yaw problem. And we'll try to do better in the flip condition.
Coach, Skyhawk 4351 Romeo with you at 3,500.
Sky 43051 Romeo, I'm going to approach, verify you have India Destin. Expect the south quarter momentarily.
Boom, we have India, and I am heading over to ECP.
Papa Romeo, roger, the correct altimeter 3023.
3023, Papa Romeo.
All right, we got a good camera, we got a good boom. This will be another right-hand test. And approaching our 6,000 foot reference. Heading's good, 090 at 12:21:25. 8 degrees Charlie, 28 gallons on board, power's back and idle.
Cap 830,
Full
roger,
nose up,
proceed
full
white
supply.
110,
There's our heading, there's our indicated airspeed. Let's let the glide stabilize. Pitch is good.
Number 4, hotel, contact, tunnel approach 125.2.
All right, good. We are on condition, stand
Cap
by.
830, contact Egmont Tower, see you.
17:21:50, 8 degrees Charlie.
Number 0, Alpha November, contact, tunnel approach 125.2, see you.
75 indicated, standby, 66 indicated, EFIS 69 indicated, B3. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Alright, good, waiting on our 5,500 foot reference. There it is.
Number 633, Romeo, Sierra, Egmont approach, expected visual approach
flying
114.
right, rudder, left, aileron. There's the right rudder stop. Alright, stand by airspeed. Speed's good. Pitch, good. Little bucket in here. Alright. Data mark in 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
How's it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. That was a good run. Easing the rudder out.
Ray 423 Romeo Juliet, Egmont approach.
And starting easy. Left
Clock
hand, climbing
4643.
turn. You're heading at 270 at 17:23:28. 9 degrees Charlie, 28 gallons on board.
Number 3 Romeo Juliet, radar contact about 1-2 miles northeast of Ruckle Field, South Quarter flight approved via direct, and verify you're at 2,000. Number 01 Papa, contact Pensacola, approach 119.0. Southwest 3058, Egmont approach, expected visual approach runway 20.
All right, oil's now on the 162. Good camera, good boom. We've been airborne 36 minutes. 44 seconds left tank.
Southwest 3058, center maintain 2,000, clear at Hawks.
Burn some out of the right tank just for shits and grins.
Southwest 3058, did you want the RNAV or just using the fix?
Right tank is selected with the boost pump on at 36.
Southwest 3058, 10 miles from Hawks, cross Hawks at or above 2,000, cleared RNAV runway 20 approach.
And we'll get another one to the right, and then we're going to get a couple more to the left now that we sort of have a developed technique.
Stand by, we'll verify with the tower. Track 24, Victor Echo, Egmont approach, clock 4664. Track 1, November Delta, Egmont departure
some
identity.
feet on the floor stalls with just the basic rudder tap.
November 4, Victor Echo, disregard, verify you're a mile southeast of Destin.
Full nose up trim. Set up on our glide condition. It's 17:25.
4 Victor Echo, 3453 for the
7 degrees Charlie, 27.8 on board. Boost pump is secure. Right feet.
Southwest
now.
3058, the approach end for the cables are raised.
There we go. this will be one more to the right.
Number 3, Romeo
My
Sierra,
right
it's going to maintain 2,000, that's the executive, 12 o'clock and 15 miles. Report destination inside when you get in.
All right, trim and airspeed are selected. Stand by. Altitude.
Number 3, Romeo Sierra, roger, clear visual approach runway 14. If you could, keep your speed up. 3, Romeo Sierra, clear visual approach runway 14.
7 degrees Charlie, 27.
Back 1 November Delta, radar contact 5 miles
Data mark
southeast
3,
of Destin Executive at 1,300,
1.
maintain VFR.
Data mark.
It's a glide condition.
Number 3, Romeo
Airspeed,
Juliet,
airspeed,
if you
airspeed.
could, just proceed
All right,
direct
there's our
Ruckle and no further west than that,
5,500
please.
feet. Flying right rudder, left aileron.
Southwest
nose,
3058,
slew,
traffic about
right.
2 miles east of the approach course to the
Airspeed,
Sea-Ray at 2,000
pitch.
VFR.
All right, going to full right rudder condition. Rudder is on the stop. All right. Airspeed's looking good. A little bit of bucking in here. Standby parameters at 17, 26, 48.
Number 76 Alpha Uniform has been departure identified.
27.8 on board. Altitude. Data mark 3, 2.
Number 6 Alpha Uniform, radar
1.
contact 1 mile southwest of Destin at 1,000 feet, maintain
Data
VFR
mark.
west 1 step 1.
Airspeed was a little off on that one. Heading is
Number
wandering.
6 Alpha Uniform, approved as requested. There's traffic 12 o'clock and 8 miles eastbound citation descending for Destin at a 3.7.
Okay, that wasn't a good run. Let's go back up. Let's do that one more time.
Number 3 Romeo Sierra, traffic 1 o'clock and 5 miles westbound at a 1,000 feet and
Hate to
RV8.
quit on a... All right, let's
3
see
Romeo
what we
Sierra, he is VFR. You can contact Destin Tower 118.45 CF.
Not us.
November 16 Tango Papa, Eglin approach, squawk 4655.
All right, heading 270 at 17, 27, 45, 8 degrees Charlie, 27.7 on board. Good camera, good boom. Airborne,
Number
40
16 Tango
minutes,
Papa, radar
26
contact over
seconds.
field 2,
Right
sliding
tail.
030 vector to keep you clear of the approach course going into Eglin.
All right, they turn the runway around.
Southwest 3058, additional traffic currently 2 o'clock and 5 miles northeastbound. Type unknown, altitude is 1,700. Number 6 Tango Papa, say type aircraft. Six Tango Papa, roger, thanks. Southwest 3058, assistant Tabria. Number 6 Alpha Uniform, traffic no factors, passing off your right wing. Number 3 Romeo Juliet and November 6 Tango Papa, traffic 12 o'clock and 5 miles opposite direction, southwestbound RV7,
Alright,
northeastbound
just had a
Tabria,
system reboot.
1,800 for both of you.
All right, we're back up. Second log file. For what it's
Southwest
worth,
3058
Wi-Fi is
report
disconnected on the phone, but that's all right. We're just into our
Southwest
next set of log
3058,
files.
traffic no factory, contact Eglin Tower, see ya.
All right, there's our airspeed, establishing our pitch. There's our full nose up trim. Mixture's back at 17, 29, 10, 7 degrees Charlie, 27.6, 270 degrees. Stabilizing in the glide. Airspeed, airspeed, airspeed.
Number 51 Romeo, contact Kendall approach 120.82, see ya.
120.82, 4351 Romeo.
All right. Data mark 3.
Number 6 Tango Papa, resume on navigation. The RV7
Data mark.
traffic's now 12 o'clock and 3 miles, 2,000 feet.
1003. 4. I'm sorry, we're looking for reference altitude. Dumbass.
Number 3 Romeo
Right,
Juliet,
there
traffic
it
has you
is.
inside.
Flying right rudder, left aileron, airspeed.
Eglin approach, Cessna 19655, Cessna 172 off of Ruckle, northbound corridor.
Cessna 19655.
Pitch is good, a little bit of bucking, there's the stop. All right, heading
That's
stable.
affirmative, 19655.
Airspeed.
Cessna 19655, clock 4644, and be advised
Stand by.
there's
Data
traffic
mark.
about 10 miles northeast of Ruckle at a 2,000 feet to RV7 inbound.
4644.
Data mark.
For the traffic, Cessna 19655.
1001.
Number 3 Romeo Juliet, traffic departing Ruckle northeastbound is the Skyhawk.
Okay, that was a good run. Let's go ahead and terminate. Let's go back up. Let's get one more to the left.
Number 655, radar contact just south of field 2 at 1,500, resume on navigation.
Okay, on navigation, we'll be direct to Uniac, and we position check.
Number 655, roger. Number 3, Romeo Juliet, you did have the Skyhawk over field 2 inside at 1,500. 2 Romeo Juliet, roger, do you have Ruckel inside as well? T-Ray 3 Romeo Juliet, change to advisory frequency approved.
We're fine for airspace. Let's just go continue on up on this heading. It is 1731, 21, 7 degrees Charlie,
navigation.
27.4 on board, airborne 44 minutes.
Number 6 Alpha Uniform, contact Pensacola approach 119.0 field. Number 4 Victor Echo, contact Tunnel approach 120.82, see you later. Number 6 Tango Papa, say landing destination.
Alright, approaching our 6,000 foot reference.
6 Tango Papa, roger.
655 has traffic inside.
655, roger. The RV7 had you inside as well.
Alright, we'll go full nose up trim. There's our airspeed, stabilizing in the glide at 1732.18. 7 degrees Charlie, 27.
Number 6 Tango Papa, did you have the landing and NOTAMs at Bob Sykes?
And by reference altitudes. Ball center, skull in 270. This will be left rudder. This is my left foot back.
Okay, thanks.
Airspeed's good. Stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Good. Getting our glide data. All right, approaching our 5,500 foot rudder application altitude. All right, set. Left rudder, right aileron. Pitch airspeed. Here's the AOA change. Notice we're getting a fast tone in here. All right, airspeed's looking good. Our left rudder stop, nose is stable. Waiting on our altitude. Up a little bit, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Exactly where I want it to be. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Alright, good run.
Number 6 Tango Papa,
Okay.
roger, and traffic in the pattern at Bob Sykes.
Feet
The
on the
sky
floor
altitude
stalls.
indicates 1,200. Change advisory frequency approved.
Those at
Maintain
5,000
the east when you
feet.
come back to me.
Pulling up the decel display. We got a good attitude. We got a good decel display. Time now is 17:34.04. 8 Charlie, 27.3 on board. Oral's good at 164. Carb throat is showing the barrel at 73 degrees. Engine temps are nominal. Got a good camera. And we got a good boom. All right, let's roll out on heading 090 for sun angle. Leveling at 5,000 feet, 2992 is set in the pressure altitude. Density altitude showing 5,320 feet. Winds aloft remain out of the west. Allow those to stabilize here on heading. Let's go ahead and we'll get up to some sort of a reference speed to start these. This is about 120 indicated. We don't need to go all the way to Vmax. And winds aloft stabilizing at 221.17. All right, 17:34.55. 8 Charlie, 27.2, 120 indicated. Standby. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, power's coming to idle. Feet are on the floor. Reference heading 090. We're just going to maintain altitude. And that's taking us right in the top of the green band, so that's good. Continue to trim. Heading, we have a little out of trim condition here. It's interesting, ball's a little out to the left. Stop, trim on speed. Continue to pull the nose up. there's our stall. All right, won't add any power here. And now we'll just add partial power, come back up, let's do another one of those. 120 indicated to start this.
Street 5541, Eglin approach. Roger, expect the visual approach from 20.
Been airborne 48 minutes, 54 seconds, right tank feed. Leveling at 5,000.
Number 9511 Delta, Eglin approach. Verify you have Charlie at Eglin. South quarter flight approved via field 2, then Eglin. Roger.
All right, approaching our 120 condition at 1737.05, 8 degrees Charlie, 27.1 on board. And by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, power's coming to idle. Maintain altitude again. Feet are on the floor.
Street 5541, flight heading 240, trying to maintain 6,000, vector for the visual approach.
Trimming, 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 trimming. On speed condition, stop trim. Middle of the green band.
Eglin approach, Cessna 655 has Uniac in sight.
Cessna 655, Roger, you full stop.
All right, power's coming up.
Cessna 655, we'll stay in the pattern for
Flaps 20 condition.
Number 655,
Climb back up.
advisory frequency approved, maintain VFR to the west on the go.
90 knots for these.
We'll go 655.
We'll do flaps 20 and a couple of flaps 20, a couple of flaps 40. Feet on the floor. Approaching 5,000 feet in a right turn out of heading at 270. Balls out at 1738.30. 8 degrees Charlie, 27 gallons on board. 90 indicated on the standby. I'll be a reference to start these. There's our 5,000 feet. Standby heading.
Eglin, Cessna 655, we will be full stop at Montana, or at Uniac.
Number 655, Roger, radar search, terminal, clock 1200, frequency change
And
for
standby airspeed. Balls out just a little bit. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Alright, power's coming back to idle. Idle power at 1739.20. Speed condition. Stop trimming on speed. Middle of the green band. Decel looks good. A little bit of nose motion. Let the heading slide 5 degrees. And we just lost the system. Alright. Have to repeat that.
On speed enabled.
All right, we have a random reboot. That's our second random reboot of the day. Pretty standard. Climb back up to 5,000 feet. And we'll repeat that test. And approaching 5,000 feet. We'll be a little more pure with the heading control this time. Time 1740.20, 8 degrees Charlie, 26.9 on board. Oil's looking good, about 157, a little bit cool. Stand by for our 90 indicated condition. There's our heading, there's our altitude. All right, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, power's coming to idle. Power effects there going stall. We're just gonna do this no trim. Heading's looking good. Ball's actually centered up very nicely.
135 Sierra Papa, Egg on approach. Good morning.
There's our stall. 20.
Street 5541 cleared direct Eglin. When able, report Eglin inside. Currently,
one more of those.
Correction, 11 o'clock and 25 miles.
First one was corrupted by that reboot. I got a couple of flaps 40.
Street 5541 cleared visual approach. Runway 20. Stand by for tower.
Airborne 53 minutes, 59 seconds. All right. 1741.50, 7 degrees Charlie, 26.8, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Number 5, Sierra Papa, contact Jacksonville Center 124.47 feet.
Feet are on the floor, Vac, feet are on the floor.
Yep.
Speed condition. And heading. Ball looking pretty good. There's our stop. Back up. Do those flaps 40. All right. Flaps 40 is applied. Flaps 40 condition now at 1742.40. 7 degrees Charlie, 26.7 on board with a good camera. And a good boom.
Up to 2651, Eglin departure, radar contact.
Yeah, this will be
maintain
foot on the floor stalls.
Fighting 080, vector pre-climb.
Definitely power effects up in here. Balls out. Feet are on the floor. Locked aft. These are 5,000 feet. And accelerating to our 90-degree test. Start condition. Definitely more of an added trim condition with the flaps deployed. Flaps 40. She comes back in here. All right, standby heading and airspeed. 1749.30. 7 degrees, 26.7. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, power's coming back to idle. Engine effects are gone. All centered. Altitude, altitude, altitude. A little high. Gonna just use this and hold it. More drag. Gonna be right into the stall.
Delta 2651, turn left heading 360.
Ball is centered very nicely. All right. I think we'll gain too much from that. Let's just do one more of those to have 2 in the can. Feet. Let's start using
Approach
turn
Bonanza
heading
2296 Lima with you 4,000.
Andrew 2296 Lima, Eglin approach, the request altimeter 3023.
Power nav approach runway 20. Runways 12 and 20 in use.
Delta 2651, contact Jacksonville Center 120.2. Yes.
Eglin Tower information. 16550 observation. Only 150 at 05. Weather is better than 5,005.
All right.
Temperature 13.
There's our heading.
Dew
There's our
point
airspeed.
-02. Altimeter 3021. Expect our nav approach runway 20. Runways 12 and 20 in use.
All right.
Runway 12 cables removed.
1745.10.
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
7 degrees
Tower
Charlie.
Information, Charlie.
26.5. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Right, power's coming back to idle. Altitude, 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 heading. Speed stop trim. That ball's centered nicely. All right. Looks good. Oops, I'll retract it. Let's do some oscillating slips here. See if we can't get the airplane set up to do that. Go up to 5,500 feet to start this. And we'll go with left aileron, right rudder. This is your right rudder. Okay, that's your left back. Put the airplane into a slip and we'll see if we can set up some oscillating stalls. Angle of attack display is back. So 5,500 feet. We'll operate out of the southwest. 200 degrees, 20 miles an hour. Let's go up to 5,500 feet to start these. That'll put us at about 5. If we do this right. We have an airborne, 59 minutes, 37 seconds. Right tank is feeding. There'll be no tank switches after this. Got a good camera. We got a good boom on speed climb. Start at an on-speed condition. Approaching 5,500 feet. There's 5,500 feet.
7 Bravo Romeo, traffic 2 miles northwest of your position. Appears northbound. Altitude indicates 6,600.
7 Bravo Romeo, searching, no joy.
No factor. All right. Okay, there's our slip. And there are stalls. There's our stalls. Ah, I forgot the damn data mark. Okay, that's tactically useless. Let's go back up. That factor is no traffic, or the traffic is no factor, rather. Go back up and try that one more time. Got distracted? No excuse. Good camera, good boom. Time now 17:48:02. Information Charlie. South flow 3021. All right, there we go. 5,500 feet. Stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, applying slip controls. There's our slip. All right, into the stall. There's our bucks.
Transmitting on approach.
That's when you know you're old and your hips hurt when you're flying, for God's sake. All right, let's knock that off. Let's go back up, do another one of those. We can only do those to the left. We need the engine power effects to make it happen. Just kind of interesting to look at that. We'll be able to compare the Dynan and the Garmin at least with the boom. I want to watch the boom this time. I want to see if we can actually physically see anything out there. Got a good camera, and boom transmit's good. It's coming back around, heading about 210 to start this back up to 5,500 feet. Airspace clear. All right, there's our heading, there's our altitude. To an on-speed condition. Trim for that, looking good. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, applying the slip. Into the slip. All right, there's our stall.
Air Club 16, segment approach, ident.
All right, that's all she wrote. Okay.
Air Club 16, radar contact 2 miles northeast about site, verify at 2,200.
We got to look at the, veins.
Air Club 16, roger, South Quarter flight approved via Field 2, then Eglin, verify you have Charlie.
We could try that one more time, look at the veins, if there's anything to be gleaned or not.
Air Club 16, South Quarter flight approved, affirmative, and you have traffic 3 o'clock and 3 miles, same directions, the sky at 2,800.
2,100 feet. I'm sorry, 5,100 feet.
2976, segment approach. American 2976, heading approach, expect a visual approach runway 12, descend and maintain 4,000, and you can fly heading of 170, vector for your descent.
All right, looking good. There's our heading at 210, stand by. Power's coming back to idle.
American 2976, hey, affirmative, and did I hear you correctly? You wanted the visual to 12, right?
Data mark.
All right, applying the slip. All right, into the slip.
12 works a little better for traffic, but fly heading 170, and you can descend and maintain 2,000.
I'm seeing the AOA vane move as the nose bucks. This time I'm just kind of holding heading. Interesting. Yaw vane's moving a little. Very smooth. Whoa, that was a big one there. I'm gonna try this
American 2976,
interesting.
Okay, the vector for the descent.
Vanes are behaving very nicely, actually. I don't see any real herky-jerky motion out there. That was a little different insofar as we kind of stayed on
Number
heading.
11 Delta, traffic 10 o'clock and 1 mile, southbound sky at 1,800.
And that is all she wrote for today.
-02. Altimeter 3021. Approach runway 20. Runways 12 and 20 in use. Runway 12 cables removed. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
Break, camera's back on. It is
2 Golf Bravo affirmative, it's a control
1,853 seconds. 13 Charlie, 25.2 on board, approaching initial. Gonna get some slipping data in the final turn. Local traffic, RV Sim Bravo, he has 1 mile initial for runway 18, right option, Ruckle.
1,000, traffic 11 o'clock and 10 miles northwestbound at the Bonanza 4,000.
All right, a little bumpy, but worth doing.
Number 2 Golf Bravo, contact approach 132.1.
Boost pump is on and range checks are complete. Power's idle on the brake. Gas. Carriage. Mixture. Colors. Pumps. Pressure. Throat looks good. Standby mixture. As flaps 20 condition. Coming back to full nose up trim condition. There's full nose up trim. All right, flaps 40 are applied. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Right off the perch. Coordinated. Slow. Bumpy and slow. Right, there's 90 degrees, good data. I'm gonna apply full right rudder, left aileron, just adjust it here. Our slip condition. Alright, inside the hole, slip's coming out. We're gonna get down to ground effect. We're gonna watch the AOA and ground effect. There's ground effect. Flying along in ground effect. Get a little ski jump going here. Stall warning. Alright, power's back to idle. 3 point. And there's our touchdown. Okay, we'll be able to look at the slip. We'll be able to look at some ground effect in there. All right, flaps are retracted. Mixture is back. Right, perfect day to test that stuff. Pump is off. Do, 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 do. All right, camera is secure.